All right. Good afternoon. I am Kimberly Rodriguez, the very proud principal of Mifflin High School. And on behalf of the graduates and faculty, it is my honor to welcome our parents, grandparents, and family and friends to our 49th commencement ceremony. Today is a great day to be a puncher. All right, graduates, did you know that you are members of the largest graduating class in United States history? Each of you graduates are one of the 3.9 million scholars graduating from high school in 2025. That's a really big deal. Punchers, 4 years ago, you walked into the Mifflin gym for the first time as high schoolers. The 10th, 11th, and 12th graders and staff were on their feet cheering you in welcome to high school. And you were embraced with open arms and full hearts with Mifflin's traditional switch assembly. That day, you didn't just enter high school. You entered a legacy. You became cowpunchers, or as we lovingly call you, punchers. You quickly learned the M-I-F-F-L-I-N, cheer, and made sure your section never stayed quiet because nobody wanted to be on the receiving end of Mr. Wilcoxon's legendary roast. But what truly defined your class wasn't just your volume, it was your pride, unity, and the way you show up for each other. It's a great day to be a puncher when students lead with that kind of heart. You started your journey during a time of global transition. The world was still finding its footing, and so were you. You navigated new routines, one-way hallways, wearing masks everywhere, and the daily question, did you charge your Chromebook? You adapted not only to those shifts, but also to new school security measures, showing flexibility, maturity, and grace every step of the way. Even in uncertainty, you brought consistency and community. From the beginning, you reminded us that it's a great day to be a puncher. You didn't just participate, you thrived. You competed fiercely in athletics. You filled our building with beautiful sounds in band and choir, and lit up the stage in the Puncher Theater productions. You brought creativity to Spirit Weeks, laughter to Pi Day, energy to March Madness, and power to our Black History Month celebrations. And let us not forget, this class loves to dance. From homecoming to afternoon school dances, to random TikTok videos, to prom, you didn't just show up, you owned the dance floor. Your joy is contagious, your presence is unforgettable, and it's a great day to be a puncher. You have also left a legacy of leadership and service. You became the founding members of our P3 Student-Led Restorative Practices group, shaping a culture rooted in student voice, empathy, and accountability. You created apps to track graduation progress, stepped up when classmates needed support, and helped each other stay focused. You packed food for the Lesotho organization. You donated blood, honored campus wear expectations, and yes, eventually you remembered to charge your Chromebooks. You helped plan the renovations to our building, leaving your literal fingerprints on Mifflin's future for many years to come. Each person in this room made sure that our graduates never lost sight of their goal of graduation over the past 4 years of learning. We know it takes a village to make it through high school. Graduates, at this time, please turn around and give your parents and family members a thank you and a round of applause for supporting you up to this moment. Graduates, the evidence of your dedication to yourselves is evident through your perseverance, hard work, getting up when you'd rather have stayed home, staying up late to finish assignments or complete Apex, fitting in studying on breaks at work, and staying the course to graduation. And I speak for all your teachers when I say, we are proud of you. There are at least 3 things I hope you remember as you move on to your next adventure. The first thing is to never take any person, thing, or experience for granted. I want you to remember to be present in each moment and experience of your life. So put the cell phone down for a while and treasure your family and friends. The second thing I hope you hold tight to is to walk in your purpose. You have showed the world that education, thinking, and equitable treatment of all people can be moved forward with progress, recognition of bias, and a new lens of rethinking. Change is a good thing and something that you should expect in your future schooling, work, and from our community and country. I'm excited to see you make your way in the world to influence and make positive change. Remember that peace and change begin with you, and knowing where the love is will keep you grounded in being true to yourselves, your families, and your alma mater, no matter what crosses your path. Find your grit to push forward with a positive mindset, remembering that today and every day is a great day to be a puncher. We are here this afternoon to honor graduates who over the last 12 years have met the demands and expectations of education. For some students, the walk was easy, and for others, obstacles entered their paths and created challenges. In the end, they have all made it through their course requirements, passed or earned competency on the OST, earned career technical credentials and Ohio Department of Education seals, and are here today to receive their high school diploma. This class has had a wide range of success stories. Of the 164 graduates before us, 13 are graduating early. Yeah. "73 are earning a college preparatory diploma. 26 diplomas of specialization. 4 diplomas of distinction. And the entire class has earned $1,809,106 in college grants and scholarships. "97 of our students earned 1 or more industry credential. 123 earned Ohio Means Job Seals. 74 earned Citizenship Seals. 53 earned Community Service Seals. 1 earned a College Readiness Seal. 64 earned a Science Seal. 21 earned Student Engagement Seals. And 2 earned a Biliteracy Seal. Our students have also attended The Ohio State University, Otterbein, and Columbus State while taking a full class load at Mifflin High School. 43 college courses were taken while in high school by the class of 2025. Our graduates have also contributed 22,950 hours of service to the Columbus community. 19 of our graduates will be attending a 4-year college in the fall. 74 will be attending a 2-year college in the fall. And 68 will pursue other post-secondary options. 9 of our seniors, who I would like to stand when I say their name, I will say their name and the branch of the armed services that they plan to join. So, Alethea Turner, Air Force. Carlos Cesario Jacinto, Army. Tian Fiore, Martel McKissick, and David Sanders, Marines. Joshua Dean and Davion Jones, Navy. Alona Clark and Karun Sarkey, National Guard. These punchers have committed to serving our country. Please join me in applauding and thanking them in advance for their commitment to serve and defend our country. Each Mifflin High School graduate is highly educated, prepared for leadership and service, and empowered for success in our global community. Please join me in applauding all of their accomplishments. In keeping with the demeanor of this very formal and dignified ceremony, we ask that you treat the presentation of our graduates with the respect and quiet formality that the culmination of 12 years of hard work deserves. Each of us are here today to recognize a special graduate. We want to hear our graduates' names called and see them walk across the stage. In order to achieve this for everyone, we ask that you do not leave your seats to take pictures during the ceremony or during the presentation of diplomas. We have photographers to do this for everyone. Photos will be posted on Instagram, and students will be able to download them and make prints or use the QR code located in the gift bag that graduates will receive. To minimize disruptions, we also ask that everyone take time now to ensure that all cell phones are placed on silent or vibrate mode. And we ask that your cheers and ovation be respectful to the next graduate's name being called. In this way, every proud parent has the opportunity to hear their son or daughter's name called. Your applause is certainly appropriate. We now invite the audience to stand and join us for the national anthem. Please remain standing after the national anthem and recite the Mifflin mission statement with Senior Class President Xander Kingrey. The mission statement can be found in the program.
Please join me in reciting the Mifflin mission statement and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. It is located in the program. Punchers have a responsibility to strive for excellence through our service, sacrifice, scholarship, and personal accountability to ourselves and our community. At this time, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Xander. At this time, everybody may be seated. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce today's stage guests and ask them to stand as their names are called. I also ask that you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. On my right, we have Assistant Principal Gregory Wilcoxon, 2025 Senior Class Vice President Yvonne Amanfo, Region 5 Leadership Coach Dr. James Esslinger, okay, anyway, Hosanna Arya, 2025 Senior Class Salutatorian, Mr. Joseph Crable, Assistant Principal, Alkali Kanunkobo, Class of 2025 Senior Class Cabinet Member, Assistant Principal Denise Shook, 2025 Senior Class Members Selena Lopez, Senior Class Advisor Ebony McIntosh, Mifflin High School Graduation Coach Troy Hinder. Now on my left side, we have Xander Kingery, 2025 Class President, Columbus City School Board Member Christina Vera, 2025 Class Valedictorian Luz Garcia Perez, Columbus City School Chiefs of Staff Mike DeFabo. Sorry, I got that mixed up, I guess. All right, well, we'll keep rolling. 2025 Class Salutatorian Godwin Frimpong. Mifflin High School alumni from Class of 1997, Reverend Michael Young. 2025 Senior Class Secretary Ampha Marfo. Leadership Intern Courtney Harper. And 2025 Senior Class Treasurer Haley Eckleberry. Thank you. You may be seated. Seated behind me are the staff members of Mifflin High School who have taught, supported, and loved our graduates. Staff, please stand. You may be seated. I want to especially thank City Year, I Know I Can, Communities in Schools, Ernst & Young, Our Brother's Keeper, At the Table Thrive, Chick-fil-A of Polaris, Men's Warehouse, Victoria's Secret, the Easton Foundation, Phi Beta Sigma Rho Chi Sigma Chapter, the Mifflin High School Alumni Association, and the parents for your continued support and guidance of our students. Our speakers' voices are the voice of their peers by embodying the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of their fellow graduates. We are proud to have them representing the 2025 graduating class of Mifflin High School. At this time, I invite Yvonne Amanfo, Senior Class Vice President, to the podium. Yvonne Amanfo was born in Ghana and moved here in 2018. She is the daughter of Kingsley and Charlotte Amanfo. She went to Mifflin Middle School and then attended Mifflin High School for all 4 years. She is a 4-year cheerleader and 3-year softball participant. She was chosen as captain of the cheerleading team the last 2 years. She was nominated to help lead her peers through the Restorative Practice Initiative during her time at Mifflin, and she participates in Upward Bound. She is a 4-year honor roll student and was elected Senior Class Vice President by her classmates. She plans to attend Central State in the fall and is majoring in pre-law.
It is my pleasure to introduce our 2025 class president, Xander Kingery. Xander is the grandson of Melody Melmake. He started his tenure at Mifflin in 8th grade, where he took his Algebra 1 class early. From here, he blossomed, being a regular honor student and standout athlete. He has lettered both baseball as a 4-year captain and wrestling. He was an original member of the school's mediation team, P3, and proudly wore the title as senior class president. Xander was also a Career Center student who received credentials in surgical support and earned his CPR and first aid certifications. Through his Career Center, he excelled as a local chapter officer for Skills USA and got the chance to complete in job skills demonstrations, where he placed his first regional level and second at the state level. He is attending Ohio Wesleyan University, where he's majoring in exercise science on physical therapy track, and continue his athletic journey with hopes of playing for their baseball team. Here is Xander Kingery, our 2025 class president.
I never quite understood how imagining the audience naked was supposed to make you feel less nervous. Honestly, I'm just really uncomfortable right now, especially with Mr. Wilcoxon and Mr. Crable right over there. Good afternoon to all those in attendance. I would like to thank all parents, teachers, and mentors that have helped us along the way. Your unwavering belief in us has been a pillar of strength for the class of 2025. Now, graduates, I don't know if you know me. I'm Xander, the kid in the bright green scrubs. We went to high school together. I want to give a huge congratulations to everyone for being here today. We have overcome the many obstacles of high school, the long projects, the messy hair days, the hall sweeps, and Mifflin Muncher. And despite all the odds, we still found ourselves here, graduating. So let's give us all a big round of applause. As I was considering preparing a speech, I realized that there was no other way I could explain the lessons both you and I have learned here at Mifflin High School without including the greatest sport of all time, baseball. There's this quote that I love to use that has helped me earn many scholarships this year. Baseball is a game of failure. You strike out, overthrow, and even hit the hardest ball of your life that still gets caught. It is the only sport where you fail more than you succeed and can still be considered productive. In fact, those who play professionally and only get a hit 3 out of 10 times will likely be inducted into the Hall of Fame. This, I believe, is the perfect metaphor for our journey. It was just 4 years ago we entered a new season at this ballpark we call Mifflin High School. As seemingly tough but timid freshmen, we stepped up to the plate looking to be the center of attention. We struck out as we fell victim to the infamous Mifflin sleeper page. We would rather pull an all-nighter than be caught snoring and drooling. This is when we needed a role model the most, or a first base coach that would help us point us in the right direction. For myself and many others, this was Mr. Castano. His brief but impactful lessons on patience and perseverance helped as I rounded first base, headed for second. Though nervous as sophomores, we began growing in our cleats as we slid into third. In junior year, for many of us, brought us grand slams and excitement, but for many others, it meant the worst diagnosis of all, stage 1 senioritis, another strikeout. This is when that third base coach becomes necessary, and for me, this was Coach Momini. His unmatched knowledge in the weight room helped both facilitate my growth as both an athlete and a young man. Senior year was tough. The buildup of stress from imagining our future was taxing, causing us to spiral and miss many crucial plays when our coaches and teams depended on us the most. Then, the moment was here, rounding third base, heading for home plate. And now, here we are, done with high school. We are done with the strenuous days of AP and SAT testing. We've soaked our senior class in close to freezing weather. Last but not least, we even got the pleasure of hearing Mr. Wilcoxon say that he was proud of us at Senior Fest and earlier this afternoon. Thank the angels in the outfield for that assist. And now as seniors, listening to me deliver this, graduation speech, we are afflicted and overwhelmed with senioritis, but we are through. Now, at the end of our time as high school students, we have an opportunity to attack the challenging pitches the world throws at us, while also finding and pursuing our passions. Baseball is a game of failure. A wise man once said, but I believe this represents our future. Don't count all the failures you have and let them hold you back. Stay passionate towards the goal. Get knocked down 7 times and pick yourself back up on your feet and keep on going. As quoted from Nike's recent campaign, so win. It stresses us to fall in love with the process it takes to become successful rather than the reward. This focuses on achieving greatness through adversity, not through genetics or strength, but with hard work. In life, we can't always be born with greatness or have greatness thrust upon us. So be the person that does hard things. Be the person that knows it's going to be rough and you will fail, but in spite, you persevere. Remember, the reward is not the success, it's the journey along the way. And in the absence of success, there is a lesson, and in that lesson, there is a chance for a new start. There aren't handouts or freebies, so there's only one thing left to do: win. Achieve greatness not for the money or recognition, but for wisdom and the journey. Likewise, our time here together as a senior class will not be remembered by grades, popularity, likes, or favorites, but by effort, the kind of person you were. These are legacies, the kind we must leave. Class of 2025, it's been a memorable 4 years with you, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the absolute best.
Thank you, Xander. Now we hear from our 2025 class valedictorian, Hosanna Araya. Hosanna Araya is a proud Eritrean. For the past 2 years, she attended the Columbus State Downtown High School Career Center, where she studied information technology. She immigrated to the United States and has overcome challenges like learning a new language and adjusting a new culture, all while excelling academically. She has earned several college credits through College Credit Plus program at Columbus State College. Hosanna is deeply involved in her school community as her career center, serving as Vice President of National Technology Honor Society, Vice President of Local Business Professional of America, a member of School Council, and a Superintendent Student Ambassador. This fall will attend Ohio State University to major in computer science. Here's our 2025 valedictorian, Hosanna.
Good afternoon, everyone. Teachers, families, community members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and thanks to God, the source of my strength. I also want to thank my family, my biggest supporters. To my mother, Samhar, and my father, Emmanuel, thank you for your sacrifices, your strength, and your love. I am here today because of the roads you walked so I could run. Everything I am and everything I hope to become is rooted in your courage. I am proud to say that I immigrated to the United States not too long ago, and starting over in a new country with a new language and unfamiliar faces wasn't easy. I remember how hard it was to adjust, how scary it felt to not understand, to feel like I had to catch up. But I also remember the fire it lit in me, the desire to succeed, to grow, to make my parents' journey worth it. I am a proud Eritrean. I carry my culture, my language, and my people with me in everything I do. Every accomplishment I've earned carries a piece of home, a piece of my journey, and a piece of every person who believed in me even when I doubted myself. Today marks a huge milestone for all of us. But let's be honest, graduation isn't just a moment of celebration. It's also a moment of uncertainty. We're closing the door on a chapter of our lives where so much was laid out for us. Classes, assignments, deadlines, teachers telling us what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And now, we're stepping into a world that doesn't come with a clear schedule or syllabus. It's exciting and it's terrifying. But before we rush into what's next, I want us to take a deep breath and reflect. High school wasn't just about grades and tests. It was about the growth that happened in between, the late nights we stayed up studying, the group projects that tested our patience, the friends who stuck by us, and the failures that taught us resilience. Resilience doesn't mean we never felt lost or tired. It means we kept going even when we did. That's the real story, not just the awards or the college acceptances, but the quiet moments of strength. The times we kept showing up, the times we stood for ourselves and for each other, the times we tried something new even when it scared us. Graduation isn't the end, it's the beginning. Some of us are heading to college, others will work, explore, travel, or take time to figure things out. And all of that is okay. There's no single path to success. Life isn't a checklist. It's a journey full of twists, setbacks, and unexpected blessings. And yes, it's okay to fail, to mess up, to change your mind, to not have everything figured out. Because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Real success comes from persistence, from standing back up when things don't go as planned, from trusting that you're becoming who you're meant to be. If you ever feel like the pressure is too much, remember this. You're not your GPA, your resume, or your college decision. You're more than that. You're the person who overcame, who adapted, who found strength in the struggle. So here's my challenge to the class of 2025. Embrace the unknown. Be bold enough to take risks. Be kind enough to extend grace to others and to yourself. Be patient with your growth even when you can't see the progress right away. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs real people. People who are honest, courageous, and determined to make a difference. And finally, to every first-generation student, every immigrant, every young person who's ever felt like they didn't belong, you do belong. Your voice matters, your story matters. You're not just the future, you're the present. And the world needs what only you can bring. So take a deep breath, celebrate everything you've overcome, and get ready to build something beautiful. Because the best of our story isn't behind us, it's still ahead. Class of 2025, this is our time, not just to dream, but to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Now I invite Yvonne Amonfo, our class of 2025 Vice President, to the podium to share her graduation speech with us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the class of 2025 graduation ceremony. My name is Yvonne Amonfo, and I stand before you today as your senior class vice president. Don't worry, graduates. I'm not here to sell your wristbands or take your money. Today, I'm here to congratulate you on your biggest day of our high school career. 4 years, huh? It felt like a lifetime. We started as a class full of wild freshmen who fought over a bag of chips and got many of the senior activities canceled. I guess the freshmen gave us to take our own medicine. I mean, you know what they said about karma. Sophomore year, the year everyone decided to get their lives together, with strict teachers like Ms. Titus and Ms. Moore, made this challenge possible. Junior year, our year of independence, we all got separated, some going to Fort Hays, some going to downtown, some people started working, driving, and others started taking AP classes and CCP classes. We all started heading our own direction. Finally, senior year, the year we've all been looking forward to since we stepped foot into Mifflin High School. They say senior year goes by fast, but let's be honest, guys. I know you felt every single second from the first day of school to college essays, college applications, FAFSA, and let's not talk about all the assignments we felt the need not to do because we've already been accepted to college. Be honest, guys. Class of 2025, we made it through all the stages of senioritis. As Maria Folio said, don't wait for an opportunity. Create it. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. As we stand here today, ready to take the next step into the world beyond these halls, this quote reminds us that our future won't be built in a single moment of lack or flash of brilliance. It will be shaped by steady, everyday choices we make by showing up, putting work, and staying committed even when no one is watching. Opportunities aren't always handed to us often. They are built brick by brick through patience and persistence. As we move forward, let's carry that mindset with us and not just chase success, but to create it with consistency and dedication as our foundation. This moment is one beautiful ending that leads us to a brand new beginning. I want to thank every single person who supported any of our graduates here this beautiful afternoon. I hope you know how important you've been on our graduation journey. And to my family, my father, my mother, my sisters, I want to say thank you so much. I hope you know how important you've been on my journey. It's because of your support and motivation that I get to stand here this afternoon. Class of 2025, I hope to see you all at our 10 to 20-year graduation, which I'll most likely be planning. Instead of saying goodbye, I'll say until we meet again. Now say cheese, everybody. Wait. Thank you, everybody. See ya.
Thank you, Yvonne. At this time, I welcome class valedictorian Luz Garcia Perez to the podium. I'm gonna read your bio. Luz Esmeralda Perez Garcia, known to her classmates as Esmeralda, was born in Honduras and moved to the United States in 2020. She is the daughter of Jelcy Garcia and Carlos Perez. She has attended Mifflin High School for 4 years. She participated in Mifflin volleyball for 2 years and softball during her senior year. She was nominated to lead her peers through Restorative Practice Initiative during her time at Mifflin, and she was elected as president of National Honor Society. Coming here with minimal knowledge of English, she has risen with her 4 years to master her academics at Mifflin High School and become our honored valedictorian. She is planning on attending Columbus State next fall on scholarship and will be majoring in political science and pre-law.
Kind of short, guys. Okay. Good afternoon, dear guests, teachers, family, friends, and of course, my beloved class of 2025. My name is Esmeralda Perez, and I want to share a story with you today. Once upon a time, in a place far, far away from here, lived a mother, Chelsea, with her two daughters, Esmeralda and Carla. She woke up every morning willing to give her daughters the life she thought they deserved. However, life there was very hard. They struggled, no matter what they did. She had a daughter who spoke before the president of Honduras at the age of 10, both daughters being on the honor roll for every year, but still, the future didn't look as bright. One day, she was given the opportunity to travel to a place that seemed to be really promising, and that's how she started their journey following the so-called American dream. Coming to the United States wasn't an easy decision for my mother to make. We knew that we were gonna have to start from zero again and build our future little by little. Today, as your valedictorian, I would like to tell you that not everything is gonna look bright every single day of your life, but it is up to you to make it better. Like Wayne Dyer said, be miserable or motivate yourself. Whatever has to be done, it is always your choice. But you know what? Every teenager faces this decision throughout their life. About 4 years ago, each one of us came in through the Mifflin doors, or other doors in fact, and we started questioning things while also trying to discover who we were as a person. In my personal story, while my mother was always working, trying to put over my head, put a roof over my head, and food on my table, I had to raise my baby sister, Antonella, while I was studying and working 3 jobs. And I wonder, how am I gonna do this? Well, I faced it with all my strength and put everything and tried my best to make it work. And you know what? I did it. Guys, we did it. We finally made it to the long-awaited senior year. A year where we had to decide what we would do for the rest of our lives. And oh my gosh, that was very stressful. Scholarships rejected, people turning us down, so many other obstacles. But all that made me realize that we can do anything we want if we really put our minds into it. What else can I say, guys? We can choose to be miserable. And don't get me wrong, it is okay to be miserable and give ourselves some time to process stuff and just to think about what we're going through. But like I said, we have to come back. We have to come back even stronger than we were before. And giving up is absolutely not allowed. And yes, guys, after all these years, we can finally say we made it. Look at us now, finally about to get these papers for which we waited 12 years of our lives to have in hand. For many, it might just symbolize years of hard work, but for others, it is what we needed to make our parents, and most importantly, ourselves proud. Mami, te amo. Esto es por ti. Yeah, guys. Class of 2025, congratulations. In all sincerity, I wish you all the best. Be great, never give up, chase your dreams, and love with passion so you can get the love from all those who love you. The future is in our hands. Let us show the world what we're made of. And guys, don't forget, like I always said, Hakuna Matata, enjoy this life.
Godwin Frimpong was born in Ghana, Africa, and came to America in 2022. Mifflin High School has been the primary American school he has attended, with an addition of Columbus Downtown for Career Center. He has been a student here at Mifflin for 3 years. During this time, he participated in baseball and bowling all 3 years. He is a 3-year honor roll student and is a member of the National Honor Society, the National Technical Honor Society, and the National Society of High School Scholars. He is the Salutatorian at Mifflin High School because of his high-achieving spirit. He plans to attend Ohio State University in the fall and will be majoring in computer information science and cybersecurity.
I like to think that's the sound of success. I'm playing. Xander told me to say that. Good afternoon, everyone, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2025. Yes, I know you're waiting impatiently to get this diploma and get this over with. But before I begin, I have one question for you. What is the weirdest name someone ever called you? Be honest, don't worry. I'm sure this is a safe space. I've had a few myself, some stuck, some didn't. But the funny thing is, every name I have been called has told me something about who I am, or even better, who I needed to become. Guys, I'm African. I probably say that a lot, mostly because I'm very proud of it. I am from Ghana, a beautiful country in West Africa, where names are not just names, they are prophecies. In Ghana, your name is believed to shape your personality, your character, and even your vibe. Growing up, my mom called me a Pambo. Now, that might sound like a fighting star from a Kung Fu Panda movie, but it actually means a great man. Every time she called me that, it was not just an affection, it was my personal reminder to be better, work harder, stand on high grounds. I grew up believing greatness wasn't just an option, it was expected. Trust me, when your African mom nicknames you something that literally means greatness, you better be awesome. You learn to clean the room really fast. Well, then there was my real name, Godwin, which means a friend of God. That name taught me something more personal. It taught me that connection matters. At first, it was about faith. It was about sharing a relationship with God, but then over time, it shaped how I treated my friends, my coworkers, and even my classmates. I became the guy who talks to everyone, jokes around, and somehow finds a way to laugh during unexpected and unfortunate situations. So, Godwin, the friend of God, but now a friend to everyone else too. Then I moved on to the United States 3 years ago, and let me tell you, coming from Ghana to an American high school, you cannot imagine. The cultural earthquake was on a whole new level. I had to adjust and quickly. New people, new system, new slangs. Guys, I am still trying to figure out what a diva actually means. Well, then came baseball. I did not grow up with it. It wasn't even a sport in Ghana, but I fell in love with it. And last season, my coach, Mr. Crable, hi, Mr. Crable, gave me a name that I will never forget. He called me the Ghanaian Gas. Now, I know what you're thinking, pretty interesting, right? It is actually our inside joke. Coach called me that because he expected me to throw 94 miles per hour like I was in the MLB. Yes, it started as a joke, but for me, it became something more serious. It was my reason to push harder, train smarter, and keep going. Not just in baseball, but in every class, in every test, and every moment I felt like giving up. Trust me, senioritis nearly got me too. So, here's the big takeaway. Every name I've been given told me something different. Opambo told me to be great, Godwin told me to build relationships, and Ghanaian Gas told me to go faster and never stop. Now, class of 2025, I want to leave you with this question. What names have you earned? And more importantly, as you walk out of these doors, what name do you want to make for yourself? Well, just as my mom and Crable gave me names that serve the purpose, I designate the name Inshira for the class of 2025. Inshira, which means blessings, in my opinion, would be the start of our journey as we walk out through these doors. Guys, what's a better way to have a name than claim it for yourself? So, I am going to make a countdown from 3 all the way down to 1. And once I reach 1, I want everyone to say with me, Inshira. And I believe we're not leaving until we all say it and we're as loud as we can. So, 3, 2, 1. Inshira, Inshira. Let's go. Inshira, 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 Inshira. Great. Congratulations, class of 2025. Be blessed.
Thank you, Godwin, for your inspirational words. Selena Lopez has attended Mifflin High School for 4 years. She has participated in 2 years of volleyball, 3 years of softball, and has been a member of the theater for 3 years. She was voted team captain of the volleyball and softball teams. She will be attending Columbus State College next fall.
Welcome, everyone. I know you have all been already greeted and thanked, so I will move on to the point so I don't make this any longer than it already is. I'm sure you're all ready to go through with the plans you have to celebrate your graduations. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Selena Lopez. I've been a student at Mifflin for all 4 years. I've played volleyball and softball, and I don't know if this counts, but I did bowling too. You also might have seen me in a few plays. I'm very sad that this has all come to an end. I'm so blessed to have spent the past years growing with you guys physically, but also growing as a person. It has been an honor to grow with you all into the young adults we are today. I'll miss you all dearly. Today, I want to speak about self-love, overcoming obstacles, and claiming your moment. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a special day or holiday in your life, and you have received a gift. You are given this huge box wrapped in sparkling gold paper with a beautiful white ribbon tied around it in the form of a bow. You're so eager to open it, you can't help but run over to it, and you just want to tear it up and see what's inside. But it's been so perfectly wrapped, you don't want to ruin the beauty of the gift. So you begin to carefully take apart each part of this gift to get what's inside. You carefully untie this maze of tied ribbon slowly. You slowly tear and rip away each part of the wrapping paper until you've met the box. You finally reach what you've been waiting for. You open the lid to find a gift that means the world to you. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. Part 1, the ribbon. The ribbon in this metaphor represents our self-love. How do you see yourself? What holds you together? Loving who you are and believing in yourself is crucial to finding and claiming your big moments. To learn to love ourselves, we have to first know who we are. We have to unwrap the ribbons that hold us together and figure out who and what we stand for in order to be the best version of you. Once you've learned who you are, you have to accept who you are and embrace it, because there isn't a single soul like yours. All of us are unique in our own ways, and it's up to us to decide what we do with it. Will we make ourselves to be like everybody else, or will we make ourselves stand out? Another form of loving yourself is believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? You have to be your biggest supporter in life because your life becomes what you make of it. Part 2, the wrapping paper. The wrapping paper is the obstacle, those traumas and people that get in the way of you reaching your gift. But let's tear those obstacles apart piece by piece. That can't stop you. Don't let any of these challenges define who you are. Make that loving family proud of who they raised, and make that damaged family proud of who they made. We owe it to ourselves to fight for ourselves. Part 3, the gift. Finally, I want to speak about our gift. It's what's inside this box that we've been waiting for. This gift is our moment. Your moment is a time in life where you feel like you finally made it. I'm just looking around at all of us in our caps and gowns. Some of us are thinking that today is your moment. Well, I'm here to tell you that this isn't your moment. Your moment wasn't making the team, getting the part. It wasn't winning the championship. Your moment wasn't winning prom king or queen or passing that test you stayed up hours on end studying for. Your moment isn't your high school graduation either. Your moment is what comes after this. Your moment is you getting the top job. Your moment is you buying a car that you really wanted with your own money. Your moment is you starting a new business you've always dreamed about. Your moment is you buying your first house, getting married, starting a family. Graduating from high school is just an accomplishment. It's one of the things that will lead up to your moment. This is only the beginning. From this point forward, there will be a rocky and windy path for you to follow and big dreams to achieve, but best believe you can do so. As Henry David Thoreau once said, go confidently in the directions of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. As we walk out today, take a moment to thank those people who have supported you finding your moment. I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Marshall for being there for me when no one else was and teaching me about self-love. I want to thank my family, my parents, Trinidad Coronado Reyes and Christy Nicole Reyes, as well as my siblings, Gabby, Junior, Amira, Isabel, and Diego.
Why would you ask?
Because if it wasn't for their sacrifices and helping me surpass obstacles, I wouldn't be who I am today. I also want to thank Holly, my best friend, for showing me a genuine friendship and being with me throughout the big moments of my high school experience. Whether it be trying sports for the first time, becoming team captains, and even placing all cities in first and second team, or simply sitting in the car together eating ice cream. I want to give one last shout out to my biggest supporter, my grandpa. He passed away March 4th of this year. A piece of me died with him that morning. Me graduating was very important to him, and I'm proud to say, I did it, Papa. I know he's screaming loud and proud from the clouds above. Congratulations, class of 2025. Enjoy yourselves, you've earned it.
Thank you for the advice, Selena. At this time, I would like to invite school board member Christina Vera to the podium. Christina Vera is serving her first term as a proud member of the Columbus Board of Education, having been elected in 2021. She was elected as board president in January 2024. Prior to being elected board president, Ms. Vera also served as board vice president from January 2023 to January 2024. She is a proud graduate of Columbus City Schools, Brookhaven High School, class of 2003. For the past 14 years, her professional experience is rooted in nonprofit management and small business development. As the co-founder and director of operations of Fimergy and a social entrepreneur, Ms. Vera leads and develops teams through innovative strategy and effective communication to influence positive change and build organizational capacity. Christina has expertise in organizational leadership and multi-project management. She currently serves as advisory council member at Otterbein University and has previously served on the Gateways for Growth Steering Committee on behalf of Welcoming City. In addition, Ms. Vera was formerly a trustee for Ohio School Board Association. She also formerly served as the Student Achievement Liaison for the Ohio School Board Association and the Bilingual Education Task Force Liaison for the Council of Great City Schools. Christina is also an executive committee member of FCDP. In her spare time, Ms. Vera enjoys co-hosting her True Print for Life podcast. Christina resides in the Columbus area with her husband Kent and 3 children, Maritza, Juliana, and Adrian. Christina Vera is serving her,
Let's give a round of applause for the class of 2025. We could do better than that. Yes. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is both an honor and a true privilege to stand before you today for this unforgettable celebration. What a beautiful day to be in community, gathered with students, families, educators, and all of those who champion the power of education and the promise of our future. On behalf of the Columbus Board of Education, I am incredibly honored to be here celebrating this important milestone with the remarkable class, Mifflin High School class of 2025. Yes. To every student being recognized today, felicidades, congratulations. This is a reflection of your hard work, your resilience, and your growth, and we are so proud of you. I also want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the dedicated staff and supportive parents and guardians. Your guidance, encouragement, and belief in these students have made today possible. Graduation is more than a ceremony, it's a turning point. It's the close of one chapter and the beginning of another, filled with new opportunities, greater responsibilities, and the exciting unknown of what's to come. As a proud graduate of Columbus City Schools myself, Brookhaven High School, I know what it means to walk across this stage and step into a new season of life. And as a current board member, I have always looked forward to joining Mifflin's graduation ceremonies. Now, I'll have to admit, I'm a bit biased because I'm also married to a puncher, and today I'm filled with even more pride as my own sister, Serenity, is among you. Watching her and each of you walk in here as students and prepare to leave as alumni of Columbus City Schools is truly special. You are the future leaders, creators, innovators, and change makers, and your journey is just beginning. Today, we are fortunate to be joined by a keynote speaker who exemplifies what it means to lead with courage, to rise above challenges, and to serve his community with passion and purpose. He, too, walked the same halls as you because he is also a graduate of Mifflin High School. Michael Young is a charismatic leader, visionary, community activist, and entrepreneur who serves as lead pastor of City of Grace Church in Columbus, Ohio. Truly, he is a lover of Jesus and a lover of people. Michael's mission in life is to help others discover their God-given purpose by leading them to an authentic encounter with Jesus Christ. He serves on the Columbus Police Department's Chief Advisory Board, Mid-Ohio Food Collective Board, as well as several nonprofit organization boards that focuses on empowering the next generation. He is a graduate of the University of Akron, where he attended on a football scholarship. Please help me welcome Pastor Michael Young.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vera. Can we give it up one more time for the class of 2025, the Mifflin Punchers? We're grateful for the journey that these young people have gone on, and now they have come to a point of completion. But I don't think we've done this yet today. Parents, I want you to give yourselves a round of applause for all your sacrifice, all your energy, and all your effort to help these young people get to the completion of their journey. In her absence, we give honor to our superintendent and the person of Dr. Chapman. We're grateful for the leadership team here at Mifflin High School. And they went and got a commencement speaker that's a preacher, but I promise you, I won't be before you long.
Might be in the tunnels.
This is a beautiful moment for me because I have found myself coming full circle. And when we graduated in 1997, Sister Ebony McIntosh, who happens to be the advisor of these young people, I probably would be one of the last people who she would ever think would be up here giving a commencement speech. To be here today, and whatever we paid for Nationwide Arena to use these facilities, we need our money back because this sound system ain't working right. Family, I want to talk to you just for a few moments as we celebrate this grand and momentous occasion. I want to talk to you about a topic titled, how much did we pay for this, Ms. Rodriguez? I want to talk to you from a title, I Want More. That's all right. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, I want more. Oh, come on now, we can do better than that. We're here to celebrate. Look at your neighbor, especially you young people, and say, I want more. Family, one of my absolute... I don't know who's up there, but we're going to get a hold of them. Listen, family, one of my absolute favorite vacations that I ever took was in 2011. In 2011, my friends took our children down to Orlando, Florida, because we wanted to see everything that Disney had to offer. On the first day, we went to the Magic Kingdom, and we had a chance to see Mickey and Minnie. On the second day, we went to the Animal Kingdom. We got a chance to go to a safari, and we saw a host of different animals. On the third day, we went to Hollywood Studios, and believe it or not, we had the opportunity, family, to engage in an actual game show. And despite how wonderful those moments were and how wonderful those memories were, my most memorable time actually came at what probably most people would consider the least memorable park. The least memorable park, if you ask me, is the park called Epcot. Anybody who's ever been to Disney, if you ever went to Epcot, you would know more often than not, Epcot is a snooze fest. However, when we were at Epcot, there was one particular ride at Epcot called Mission to Mars. Somebody say Mission to Mars. Come on now, talk back to me. Say Mission to Mars. Now, family, that Mission to Mars ride it wasn't necessarily the ride itself that captivated me, but it was the question that the conductor of the ride asked us at the beginning of the line. As I walked up with my son and I walked up with my brother-in-law, the conductor asked us a very powerful but yet penetrating question. He said, do you want less or do you want more? Right, when he posed that question to us, that question even 14 years later is still ringing in my mind. He said, do you want less or do you want more? What he was suggesting with this question is he was suggesting there were two versions to this ride. There is one version of the ride that offers less, and there's another version of the ride that offers more. Well, as my brother-in-law and I, we were looking at each other and we were contemplating, were we going to select the ride that offered less or were we going to select the ride that offered more? My then 6-year-old son burst out of nowhere and he said, I want more. Right? At that particular moment, we found ourselves going on a journey that we did not anticipate. Family, as we've gathered here today to celebrate your graduation, I would suggest to you young people that the same question that that man posed to me almost 14 years ago is the same question that's lying at your feet this afternoon. The question is as you take this journey towards life, towards your destiny, towards your career pursuits, and towards the impact that you're going to have on your community and beyond, the question is, do you want less or do you want more? Now, the reality is we're old enough and wise enough to realize that there's going to be some people who choose less. The reason why people choose the path that goes towards less is because the path towards less is typically easier. It's typically more comfortable. The path towards less, it does not require the same amount of commitment, doesn't require the same amount of work, does not require the same amount of sacrifice. And quite honestly, for some of us, and I know some of the adults in the room can acknowledge this, sometimes we choose the path to less because subconsciously that's all we've ever seen, and that's what we choose to gravitate towards. But I believe that this class of 2025 for these Mifflin punchers, I believe that you young people are built different. I believe that there is something inside of each and every one of you, whether it be a desire or a sense of destiny, that tells you that less is not enough for you. Mediocrity is not enough for you. Not fulfilling your dreams, your goals, and your visions, that's not enough for you. But I believe that there's something inside of each and every one of you that's crying out for more. I believe based upon the abilities, based upon the dreams and the visions, based upon the obstacles and the adversity that you've already had to overcome, I believe that there are some of you, you're not going to settle for anything less than your more. Right? We got to understand, family, that there is a choice that is being laid before us. Now, as we talk about pursuing this path towards more, I want to share with you just a few words of wisdom as you pursue your dreams, as you pursue your goals. The first word of wisdom that I would share with you this afternoon as you pursue your goals, as you pursue your more, is number one, listen to this close, don't ever become a prisoner This is the first piece of advice. Right, we can shut it off. This is the first piece of advice. Don't ever become a prisoner to other people's perceptions about you. Like, people are going to tell you everything that they think you are. People are going to tell you everything that they think you're not. They're going to tell you what they think you can do. They're going to tell you what they think you can't do. They're going to tell you what you shouldn't do. They're going to tell you what words are not to use. They're going to tell you what dreams not to pursue. You can never allow yourself to become a prisoner to other people's small thinking and perception about you. You cannot allow yourself to become a prisoner to other people's perceptions of you, right? There are a lot of small-minded people in this world. And what you cannot allow yourself to do with your big gifts, your big abilities, and your big dreams is to try to squeeze into the box that they may try to create for you. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, I can't be a prisoner to their opinions. The second thing, young people, that you have to do if you're going to get to your more is number two, you got to find some purpose partners. You got to learn how to connect with some people that are headed in the same direction that you're headed, right? Sometimes in your path towards purpose, sometimes in getting your purpose partners, you ready for this? You're gonna have to leave some people behind, right? Right. So sometimes there are people who may be good to you, but they're not necessarily good for you. And what you cannot do if you're going to get yourself to your more is you cannot waste your time spending major time with minor people. You got to connect with people that have the same dreams that you have. You got to connect with people that have the same passions that you have. You got to connect with people that want to achieve great things, the same great things that you feel stirring inside of you. Take some time to connect with mentors and people who have been the places that you're trying to get in life. Number one, you can't be a prisoner to other people's perceptions. But number two, you got to find purpose partners. The third thing in your path towards your more is you have to be prepared. You ready for this, young people? You have to be prepared to persevere through pain and problems, right? This thing called life, sometimes it gets to lifing. Right, this thing called life, sometimes it can be challenging, sometimes it can be frustrating, sometimes you're going to experience heartache and heartbreak. But what you cannot do is you cannot allow one bad moment or one bad season to stop you from getting to your more. You got to understand that every single stumbling block in your life has the ability to be turned into a stepping stone that will take you to another level. Right? I'm sure that if these adults had the microphone today, they could testify that they did not become the people who they are because every situation was conducive for their success. But sometimes it's in hard moments, sometimes it's in trials and tribulations that it begins to build resilience and character in you that allows you to get to the goals and the dreams that are inside of you. Number one, family, you cannot be a prisoner to other people's perception. Number two, you got to make sure that you connect with purpose partners, people who are going to the same places and trying to achieve the same goals as you. The third thing is you have to prepare yourself, watch this now, to persevere through pain and problems. But the last thing I want to suggest to you is you know what you need to do? You're 18, 19, 17 years old. You need to pursue your wildest dreams. Young people, what I would suggest to you, if I could suggest to you one particular thing, is live life with no regrets. If we were to take a survey from the audience this afternoon, right, I'm sure if they kept it 100 with you, I'm sure that some of these adults in the room today, they would tell you that their life is filled with regrets. But life many times is not filled with regrets for the things that we chose to do. Many of us are filled with regrets for the things that we chose not to do. So what I would encourage you to be bold enough and bad enough. I would encourage you to have enough courage to pursue your wildest dreams. As you find yourself pursuing your wildest dreams, can I make one recommendation to you? Don't consistently and constantly try to be accepted at other people's tables. What you need to learn to do with your gifts, with your abilities, with the things that God has placed inside of you is if you're not accepted at other people's table, learn how to go build your own tables. Go start your own business. Come on, somebody. You pursue your dreams. You use what it is that's inside of you. Watch this now to begin to store and pursue all it is that is in store for you. I want to close this afternoon with a quote from Nelson Mandela when he was inaugurated the president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela, as he was trying to encourage a people to come together and he was trying to encourage them to pursue their dreams, Nelson Mandela said these words. I want you to pay close attention. He said, "Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within you. It is not just in some of you, but it is in all of you. And as you let your light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. We are liberated watch this now, from our fears. And when we become liberated from our fears, your presence automatically begins to liberate others. So I dare just about 164 of these graduates who believe that your best days, they're not behind you, but your best days are in front of you. And when you believe that your ladder is going to be greater than your past, I dare to look to the neighbor on your left, look to the neighbor on your right, look to the person in front of you, look to the person behind you, and say, I'm not settling for less, but I got to go get my more. If you believe that, put your hands together this afternoon as you chase your more. Thank you.
Thank you again, Reverend Young. It's always a pleasure to have a Mifflin graduate join us to share their success and community influence with our graduates. This is the proudest moment I have as a principal, and I'm honored to present the Mifflin High School graduating class of 2025. Today is a monumental day. Before us, our graduates are adorned in academic regalia in the school colors of royal blue and white. The gowns, caps, and tassels are reverent symbols of the hard work and dedication that each graduate has endured during their formal education and has been passed down from generation to generation. The gold cords symbolize students who are members of the National Honor Society, and the blue and white cords and medals recognize our class valedictorians and salutatorians. The royal blue cord recognizes anyone with a 3.5 GPA or higher. The pink cords recognize members of our P3 student-led practices group. Light blue cords recognize our Columbus Promise students. The white stoles recognize our communities and schools students. Graduates, please rise for the conferring of the degrees. Board Member Vera. I hereby certify to you that the May 2025 class of Mifflin High School has met the prescribed requirements of the United States Department of Education, Columbus Board of Education, and the State Department of Education for graduating from high school, and each is prepared to receive the appropriate diploma.
Tell them to go.
Samaya Aaron. Muhammad Abdi. Sabirin Abdi Osman. Khadija Abdulkadir. Saluma Abdikadir. Liban Abdullahi. Musab Abdullahi. Giannis Abdullahi. Eugene Chimpong. Emmanuel Ade. Abdulwahad Aiden. Michael Afriye. Hanad Ahmed. Rueda Ahmed. Aaliyah Alexis. Mohammed Ali. Zahara Ali. Mael Austin. Haley Altimus. Yvonne Amanfo. Hosanna Aria. Kayana Armstrong. Jayla Ash. Francis Awua. Mike Ayubo Awaga. Omar Azalami. Mame Ba. Mule Ba. Abdisalam Bashir. Yasmin Bashir. Calvin Bass. David Bernardo Ramos. Deepchika Batari. Joko Fatu Bojang. Sally Masood Brittany. Juan Brooks. Jasmine Castillo. Anthony Castro Mariano. Carlos Cesaro Jacinto. Alana Clark. Nyla Clements. Caden Connor. Radesh Dahal. Suleiman Damfa. Jemiah Davis. Joshua Dean. And Jimmy Jodson Del Sanat. Annie Dillon. Bayosa Ibuela. Haley Echoberry. Holly Echoberry. Sarah Espana Solano. Zawadi Esther. Leo Etienne. Rugency Etienne. Nevaeh Felon. Sequoia Fields. Tion Fiore. Godwin Frimpong. Amaya Gammon. Samantha Gardner. Janaya Garrett. Soraya Goff. Ronnie Gonzalez Salgado. Stephen Graham. Jonathan Guerrero Magana. Amore Gurley. Faith Guillen. Shakaya Harris Griggs. Halima Hassan. Ikra Hassan. Zachariah Hassan. Jonathan Hunt. Abdi Razak Hussein. Ayana Hussein. Ibrahim Ibrahim. Yakub Intilo. Halimatu Jallo. Jonathan Christopher Jean-Baptiste. Wilda Jean-Baptiste. Amari Johnson. Jennifer Johnson. Davion Jones. Abigail Joseph. Leah Campire. Xander Kingery. Alkali Konkobo. Haven Padimba. Jaya Michaels Padimba. Tam Laguerre. Jordan Landis. Dante Lanier. Samir Limbu. London Long. Selena Lopez Reyes. Brooke Mabry. Andressa Machado Fiusa. Ama Marfo. Dyrison Martinez. Jasmine Martinez Alamo. Deborah Martinez Richardson. Liz Marie Martinez Salinas. Daniel Matayo. Zarek Maynard. Maya McCullough. Martell McKissick. Nevaeh McLeod. Janasia McMahon. Anissa Mitchell. Abubakar Muhammad. Mahubo Muhammad. Yasir Muhammad. Kafia Muhammad. Zaria Morgan. Miguel Naba Alde. Darvinsky Nelson. Abdikadir Omar. Abdimalik Omar. Abdirahman Omar. Farah Omar. Camulet Omari. Theodora Opoku. Luz Perez Garcia. David Perez. Shannon Pollard. Latravion Proctor. Serenity Quinchette. Whistling Revolsi. Wiesner Revolsi. Nora Rivera Katu. John Rosier. David Saunders. Westphalangi Sanan. Alanis Santana Torres. Janine Saraman. Karun Sarki. Jamil Cisse. Noah Shaw. Rukia Sheck. Issa Shire. Michael Shambana. Jezebel Silas Sanchez. Elijah Smith. Zamira Smith. Keyshawn Standifer. Shioni Stokes. Camarion Studer Brown. Mariam Saad. Alicia Tapia Reyes. Marcus Thomas. Clifone Todd. Bintu Tunkara. Mohammed Tunkara. Wisnaline Bankur. Alethea Turner. Marjorie Valdez Pierre. Alondra Vega. Hector Valandia Anaya. Munisa Wagad. Travion Walker. Karma Choden Wanchuk. Mariah Willis. Tracy Yaboa. Okay, our last one for the night. Chantel Zawadi.
I now invite Xander Kingery, 2025 class president, to the podium to lead the class of 2025 in the traditional turning of the tassel.
Wait a second. Wait. That's fine. Before actually beginning our traditional tassel turn, we have one last surprise for our beloved principal, Ms. Rodriguez, brought to you by Alma.
Hi, I'm Alma Marfo, Senior Class Secretary. I would like to respectfully interrupt our peaceful ceremony to honor our very important person. On behalf of Class of 2025, we want to extend our deepest gratitude to Ms. Rodriguez for unwavering dedication, love, and hard work over the past 10 years at Mifflin High School. Your guidance, passion, and leadership have left a lasting impact on this school and on all of us. While we're sad to see you go, we are incredibly proud and excited for your next chapter as head principal at Whetstone High School. They are lucky to have you. Thank you for everything, Ms. Rodriguez. You will always be a part of the Mifflin Puncher family. Congratulations and best wishes.
Okay, once everyone gets done, hey, take this. Do we want everyone to stand up for it? Okay. May the class of 2025 please now rise. Mifflin High School, class of 2025. On the count of three, we will move our tassel from right to left, signifying we are now high school graduates. 1, 2, 3.
Please join me once again in applauding Mifflin High School's newest alumni, the graduating class of 2025. The audience is asked to remain seated during the recessional of our graduates. After such time, guests may exit and meet your graduates outside of the arena. Thank you, class of 2025. I love you too. Go be great. Thank you and congratulations to our graduates.